Okay, we are live on the YouTube and live on the TikTok. What is up, guys? And how's everybody doing? I did not have a morning stream today, so no day stream. But I'm here in the evening, hanging out with you guys, and we're gonna have a blast. I did miss all of you guys, man. I really did. I miss my morning stream. But yeah, to give you guys perspective and update. I mean, I was filming. I was in a commercial, so I was filming a commercial. So that took up most of my early day, and that went fun. And got more news on our house. So the official closing date for our house is August 18th. So we are super excited and stoked for that. So there's that. So lots of good stuff, man. It's been busy this day, but it's been good, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I see some people in the chat. I'm a big fan. Yo, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. Super Saiyan Gaming. Nicole Evans, I see you. What's up? Hello. Do you have Baby Yoda? Of course I have Baby Yoda. Other than the times that Grogu is training with Luke, of course Baby Yoda is always with the Mandalorian. What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in. Happy to see more people just jumping into the live, man. It's great. It's great to see you guys on both sides, man. Yeah, today we are talking about Star Wars The Bad Batch, episode 11, The Devil's Deal, which was just a phenomenal episode, and I can't wait to jump right in and talk about it. But I'm going to have friends, obviously, joining me, from TikTok, so they should be popping in here pretty soon to join us, and it's going to be a good time. Hello, yo, what's up? How's it going? I'm usually on TikTok. Nice. Yeah, I thought it was a familiar face and different face at the same time that's on here. I need PVC lightsabers. That sounds cool. I made PVC lightsabers. Oh, nice. You need them, you want them, and you got them. That's how it works. Yeah, man, I literally, I'm just waiting on two other people to jump in, and then we'll get started. But man, I literally cannot wait to talk about this episode, you guys. And let me know, have you guys seen Star Wars The Bad Batch? Anyone that's here, let me know, and I will. Yeah, we're all gonna be chopping it up. So it's gonna be a great time. Can you say hi, Logan, please? Hi, Logan. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. I see my boy Xanatos in the house. Let's go ahead and pop him in. Boom, there he is. What's good, man?
What's going on, man?
Man, it has been a crazy busy day. It really has. But we are here to talk about some Star Wars, The Bad Batch, and oh my God. I'm just gonna say this right now because I'm probably gonna say it a lot. I had to control myself for multiple reasons because everyone knows I'm a hardcore simp for Hera Syndulla, but it was so awkward though. It was so awkward because she's a child in this, and I'm like, I had to, you know what I mean? Like, it was one of those things of like, this is my animated crush, but this is her as a kid. But her mama though, her mom though. Oh, okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, and then we'll talk more about it because I'm gonna mention that a couple more times. But yeah, man, one hell of an episode. I think we're just waiting on my boy Nico. Nico should be popping in here soon, and then we'll all get started and chat it up. Who is your favorite character? Like, are you talking about in Star Wars or just like favorite character, like in general, like comic books? I assume you're talking about Star Wars. If you're talking Star Wars, definitely Din Djarin and Luke Scott. Well, yeah, I have a few favorites, but definitely, obviously, Din Djarin, where I branded myself, kind of out of that character. I haven't seen any episodes. Oh, nice. Yeah, so me and all my friends from TikTok, every Friday we review the Bad Batch episodes. So, I mean, if you want to get caught up and...
Uh-oh. That's weird.
A playlist.
So, there you go.
Oops.
You actually disappeared for a second there.
Yeah. Did I disappear?
Yeah.
Weird. We've been having weird issues with my internet lately, too. Hopefully, we're all good. You guys can still see me. Perfect. Nico, there he is. What's up, man? We cannot hear you, my friend. Where's your volume?
There we go. Hello.
Ah, there he is. I'm back, Nicole. I'm back.
How's everyone doing today?
We are good, man. It's good to see you, dude. Good to see you. I'm happy that you are here and hanging out with us. Thank you guys for, number one, just to everyone, and also to my friends joining me tonight. Thanks for being so flexible and joining me a little bit later. I was shooting a commercial, and then we also had fun news, like life update. I know I've been telling you guys about our house, so we finally got a closing date. Our deal went through, so we'll be moving into the house and closing on it August 18th. So it's been nothing but like madness and busyness. My boy Nico's been surrounded by refrigerators. I don't even know what that means. The last time we were talking, he's like, "Yeah, man, woof, I've been surrounded by refrigerators." I was like, "Wait, why? Why? What are you doing?
Okay.
Nico? What's going on?"
So we got a new refrigerator in my house, but
Yeah.
the first one was too small.
Oh,
So
okay.
then we took back the first one and got a new one, and also at the same time got a deep freezer. So it was a lot of refrigerators just around me.
Dang. You know what's funny? This is just a random thing talking about our house. I love talking about my house because I'm so excited. And guys, I got my own office. So boys, oh my God. Wait till y'all see the setup. Xanatos is like, oh, cute. I see your setup back there. I know you got your own thing, okay? But look, I'm about to have my own office. It's going down. I can't wait. And I can't wait to show you guys like once we set up. So that's gonna be really cool. But anyway, getting back to the kitchen thing, we have a smart kitchen. So like it's like you can tell your oven to like preheat on your phone, and like your fridge to pour you water. It's weird. I've never had a smart kitchen. So yeah, random stuff, but I love to get rando with Mando every now and then. Nicole Evans says that's one day after my birthday. Oh, nice. Erica, what's up, girl? I see you in the house. Do you make your Mandalorian suit? Yeah, I did. I did a video on YouTube talking all about it. Go and check it out for sure. But boys, I think it's just us tonight. I invited Erin. I'm not sure if she's able to make it. I know she was kind of like bouncing back and forth because I know I don't know if she was able to get a sitter or not. So she may or may not be joining us. But nonetheless, it is us three right now. If y'all see her pop in, just let me know. Send me a private message in the chat. But anyway, let's jump right in, man. So I'm going to share my screen really quick. Actually, no, I don't need to share my screen. I'm just going to pop open my notes. So we're talking about Bad Batch episode 11, Devil's Deal. I'm just going to share a couple of thoughts, and then I have questions for my friends in TikTok, and we'll bounce off of each other. And then other viewers who are watching tonight, if you would like to join us and come into the live, I'll post a link in the chat. If you would like to converse and you want to talk to Xanatos or Nico, if you have questions for them, especially those who follow them on TikTok, you're more than welcome to join us on the stream. So I'll start it off. Number one, in this episode, the title is Devil's Deal, refers to, deals that planets are being forced to make with the Empire, whose message is basically, accept our rule or else, right? It's that tight-fisted type of mentality with the Empire. And then we start off on Ryloth, the home of, the Twi'leks. And then, we see my girl, Hera Syndulla. And, she has an accent. I thought that was really funny. Yeah, and Chopper. Yeah, you can't forget about Chopper, man. Oh, you know what? Speaking of which, I got my Chopper right here, y'all. Let's go. But that was so great, and that was just Rebels vibes all the way. And another thing that I want us to touch on later is kind of, I feel like the prequels for, I think Bad Batch itself is like the prequels for Star Wars Rebels. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone, but that was something that as I was watching, I was like, I feel like Bad Batch is like the prequels for Rebels in a sense, for build up for certain things. And we'll touch more on that later. And another little moment within this show that I really liked was, in this episode was, Hera and Omega. They had like a little small moment where they were just conversing, and you can really see the excitement. Even in other moments in the episode, specifically with Hera, you can kind of see that build up where, she wants to be a pilot, and we know that she's the pilot of the Ghost. But it's so cool to see those early moments with characters that you've never seen before. Now, I talked about this briefly with Xanatos. Everyone knows I'm a major simp when it comes to Harrison Doodle. That is a fact. Even my wife knows it, and there's no shame there. And so here's the thing, man. I was like, it was just one of those awkward things because she's like a child here. So I'm like, dang, I can't look at her like that. She's a kid. This is when she was really young. But her mom though, in that accent, I was like, girl, you were working it. You were working it. You were doing something to me in this episode. I don't know what's happening, but I like it. Okay. I don't know if anyone else had that ridiculous problem, but I love me some Twi'leks. That's all I'm gonna say. But it was just really cool overall, just to and this is Dave Filoni. I think Rebels definitely has a special place in his heart. So I think to have a callback to those kind of moments is always really fun. Now, let's get into other questions with my friends and guests tonight. So, number one, what did you like most about the episode? Xanatos, we'll start with you, man.
I think what I like most about the episode was the interactions and the Hera cameo. Like when I first saw Hera, it didn't quite register until I saw Chopper pop up. I'm like, oh my god, that's Hera and Chopper, awesome! And then
yeah, man,
Hera talking to the Bad Batch and Omega showing her around the ship and like having this conversation. That was really cool.
Yeah.
And then flying is a feeling, and then she goes to the Bad Batch. She goes, "Hey, did you guys know flying is a feeling?"
Yeah.
Yeah. What is she talking about?
I love that, man. It was just so cool seeing those early moments with her. And yeah, we'll talk more about this later, but I feel like it's build up for other things. I don't think that's the last that we'll see of Hera for sure. Nico, what about you, man? What did you like most about this episode?
Oh man, this episode was really good. I love the Rebels show. I love Rebels so much, and this episode felt like an episode of Rebels. And when I saw Hera and Chopper pop up, I fell back. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good episode.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Oh god, I love Chopper.
Yeah, man. Definitely one of my favorite droids. It definitely did have that tone for sure where it just felt like Rebels. But it's so cool to also see, this is a minor thing, but simply kind of like the animation of seeing like other characters like kind of crossing in different paths. When we first seen Ahsoka, obviously, and Rex, in Clone Wars animation, and then you got to see them in Rebels. Now you get to see Rebels characters in the style of Clone Wars animation. That's a little thing that I just appreciate is the back and forth of those little things, which I think is really fun. So cool, man. Next question. Predictions for episode 12. I know Nico absolutely despises predictions. But he's like, I don't despise them, but I'm not very favorable to them. But this is what I mean. And I'll start on this, and then Nico, I'll let you take it. When I say predictions, and I just mentioned this before, I don't think it's the last that we're going to see of Harrison Dula. Mainly because of the way the episode ended. You know what I mean? It felt like, okay, there's got to be something more. It just kind of it ended on just an interesting note where it was like, yeah, something has to be picked up on that moment. Now, there is something else I would like to add. I'm probably showing my face briefly on TikTok. Hi, guys. Damn it, that's not even the book. This isn't even the book. You guys will probably know exactly what I'm reaching for. So yes, here it is. Hopefully you guys can see that. I don't know if you guys have read this book. I have not. It's on my reading list. But this is Star Wars: A New Dawn. So this is with Kanan and Hera, and I believe it gets into some of those early moments with both of them. Kind of before some of the main events of Rebels. So I put that connection together. Obviously, in the very first episode of The Bad Batch, we seen, Kanan Jarrus, a young Kanan Jarrus with his deep ass voice. And, now we see Harrison Dula. So to me, I'm like, okay, and the way this episode ended, it was like, no, we definitely got to see more of her for sure. This is all build up, and honestly, you guys, I feel like it makes sense because this is the rise of the rebellion as well, you know, and who better to have the characters that were in Rebels, you know what I mean? So I definitely feel like we're gonna see her again. I feel like we may be able to get that moment where we see where her and Kanan first, you know, met in some capacity, which I think would be really cool. Now, that also could get into other drama things down the road. Maybe not, because I know there are many fans of the books, and there are certain things that they did even in Clone Wars that like retconned apparently certain things with Ahsoka that certain fans liked and did not like. If you've read the books, then maybe you guys know what I'm talking about. If not, then don't worry about it. But again, I guess there's little small details. If you're a book reader, you might pick up on some of those things. And I wonder, like, if you've read this, you know, maybe keep your eyes open and say like, hey, I wonder if they changed anything or if they're continuing with what's already been kind of canonized. But again, you know, even when they take books and make them into movies, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, you know, you can only take so much out of the book and put it on screen for a certain period of time, you know. So anyway, that's my thought. I feel like we're definitely going to see those two kind of mash up in those earlier moments. So Nico, I want to hear your predictions, man. What are your predictions going into episode 12? Specifically how this one ended.
Okay. I think we're gonna see Omega and Hera fly a ship.
Ooh.
I feel like that's gonna happen. And also, I'm very interested in the clone that we were introduced this episode.
Yeah, who was that guy?
I keep forgetting his name.
Howitzer.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Very cool clone. Very interested in him. We shall discuss more of him later.
Yeah, I do like
but
him.
For
and
predictions,
I feel... Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so that's really about it. Ghost Hera, I think he's potentially going to help Hera escape.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. I was literally just about to say the same thing because you could even see like his reaction. And by the way, folks, for TikTok, I'm sorry you can't hear, but Nico, my boy Nico Skywalker, he was just saying, you know, for predictions going into what would it be, episode 12? Yeah, episode 12 of the Bad Batch next Friday. His prediction is that, you know, one of the clones will end up helping, you know, Harrison Dula escape, or at least aid her a little bit more in her escape. And a lot of that was based off of, you could just see his reactions in terms of like how the Empire was reacting and some of the people on the planet. It was like, hey, wait, dude, this is a kid. You know what I mean? Why are you trying to be so malicious, you know, towards, you know, she's just a kid. And I think with that, you know, and even with Hera's family, you know, when she was first kind of just checking things out and spying things, he was like, hey, I'll let this slide. I'm not going to report it, but just don't let it happen again. You could tell that he kind of still has a soft spot. And I think that that's going to be played on a little bit more. So I agree with that, man. Xanatos, what about you, man? What are your predictions going into episode 12?
Predictions really, if they're going to continue directly with the storyline with Hera and not skip over it for like another episode, I don't think Hera's mom is making it out alive of episode 12.
Ooh.
For sure. And Hera's going to escape and Hauser's going to help her escape.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons why like he seems like a normal clone is probably because there's no Jedi present to like, you know, execute Order 66. He doesn't trigger it.
Right. Interesting. Yeah, you bring up a good point with that. And you just made me think about something. Maybe I need to rewatch some parts of Rebels, because it was like, I remember her dad, but I was like, yeah, I don't think I remember her mom. She wasn't in. She definitely died, right?
Yeah. The reason why Cham is so psycho in Rebels is because her mom died.
Yeah.
But for an undisclosed reason and way. So this is probably where they're going to show it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So again, yeah, and see, again, that's what I said earlier. I feel like Bad Batch is definitely the prequels for Rebels in so many ways. You know what I mean? Where it, like you just said, it's kind of almost answering, you know, those disclosed things that were kind of mentioned and touched on. And now this is where you can kind of see like, oh, this is what happened for sure.
Yeah. You really suffer if you haven't watched Rebels before,
Yeah.
Like my mom watches this show. She hasn't watched any of the cartoons. For some reason, I got her interested in this one.
Really?
And I kept I kept telling her, it's like, you really should watch the ones before. It's like, no, I'll just read summaries and stuff. And I talked to her today about it. It's like, see, this is one of those times that it suffers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought the episode was really boring. It was like, yeah, we were all going nuts because Hera's there.
Yeah. Oh, I lost my shit, man, when I seen Hera. That was
God.
great. That was so good, man. But yeah, I think you're definitely right. And again, Xanatos, for those on TikTok who can't hear, he was just saying, you know, you definitely owe it to yourself to, you know, watch some of the other stuff like Rebels, watch Clone Wars, because again, you know, some of these other projects, specifically in the canonized animation, you do get those moments of callback. Now, you know, if you haven't seen it, yeah, it's fine. You can still enjoy what's going on. But again, you know, when you do see fans kind of going berserk and going nuts, you know, it's like, oh, now you see why like certain things make sense. You know, so definitely go and watch them. And I say that because I was one of those guys, and I told you guys this before. I actually slept on Rebels for a long time for stupid reasons. I was like, it just looked too kiddie to me, the animation versus how Clone Wars was. Right. And then I gave it a chance and I was like, I can't stop watching this. I'm hooked. You know, I would even say Rebels, and I've said this before, I'll say it again. Rebels almost has better story-driven moments and character development than Clone Wars, where Clone Wars is definitely highly story arc driven. And you do have some good, you know, character development moments. Don't do me wrong. I love both. You really can't compare them both. But again, I'm just saying Rebels is, don't sleep on it. It's good stuff for sure. So good stuff, guys. Next question. What connections did you guys make from Rebels in this episode? And I know we kind of touched on it, but is there anything else that you guys were like, oh yeah, I remember this was touched on in Rebels, and now we're kind of seeing that and, you know, played out here in the Bad Batch. Nico, anything for you?
Hera's dad's motivations.
Ooh, yeah. Elaborate.
Which really makes me feel like his wife might not make it out of this arc.
Yeah.
Because he seems very peaceful right now, but by the time we make it to Rebels, he's ready to blow up stuff.
Yeah, and you see that briefly. You do see that briefly in this episode where he's like, you know, hey, you know, he was about to execute. What was the guy's name? Cham. He was about to execute him. What'd you say, Xanatos?
Orn Frita.
Oh, that's the other Twi'lek?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's Cham? What am I talking about?
Cham is his dad.
That's the dad.
Yeah.
The dad's name is Cham. What the hell is wrong with me? So, yeah. But, yeah, you guys know what I meant. He was, like, ready to execute that other dude. And, yeah, I think you're definitely starting to see that fuse kind of tick for sure with him. Anything else for you, Nico?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay. What about you, Xanatos? I know you mentioned some things, but anything else did you pick on, like, that was referenced kind of from Rebels and seeing that played out into this episode?
That was pretty much a lot of Hera, a lot of, like, her backstory and Cham's backstory as to how they end up where they are in Rebels.
Yeah. Yep. And, yeah, because, you know, Nico, you even said something, too, specifically with Cham, you know, Hera's dad. It's like he seems like a likable guy right now. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I know in Rebels when we watched that, it was like, oh, you know, she clearly didn't want anything to do with him. You know, that you could tell that there was some friction there between their relationship. But here, it's just like he seems like he's for his people. It looks like he wants to do the right thing. And when he's ticked off and wanting to lash out, it's almost in good reason. You know, because you see how shisty the Empire is, and it's like, you know, if your people are threatened, if you know there's weird stuff going on, anyone would kind of be ticked off at that. But, you know, he's ready to go rash when I don't know if they necessarily have the firepower to you know, withstand, you know, lashing out at this point. But we do see them in Rebels. You know, they seem to be, like his family, they seem to be doing all right, you know, when we see them in Rebels. So it is interesting to see those early moments, you know, kind of playing out. All right, next question for you guys. Will we see Hera and Kanan's first interaction? So I touched on this earlier, but I want to hear from you guys and your perspective. Xanatos, what do you think, man?
So, minor spoiler, not spoiler, they meet in that book.
Yeah. Oh,
So-
the one I haven't read yet.
Yes,
It's on my
I mean,
reading list. Yeah. So
So-
they meet in this.
if they meet, they're not gonna like know who each other are. They're probably if they meet, they'd like bump into each other and it'd be a quick thing. But I
okay.
honestly, I don't think they're going to. I think they're gonna save that for the book, or maybe if they fast forward in time, maybe they'll do that scene in like visual form.
Okay. Because they seem pretty young right now.
Yeah,
And in the book, they definitely seem older, at least based off of the cover. I haven't
They're-
read anything yet.
I think they're almost the same age as they were in Rebels. It's only a couple of years beforehand. I think.
Okay.
It's been a while since I read it.
Okay. So you're like, this is just really introducing those characters and saying, hey, these are their early moments, but we may not necessarily see them interact unless you're reading the book, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, Nico? What do you think, man?
Well, given what Xanatos just said, no. But
Yeah.
I was hoping.
yeah.
I was really hoping.
Yeah, me too. But it does shed light on that perspective. Because like I'm in a massive, novel hole, man. Like that book's on my reading list. I still have Skywalker Family of War, Dr. Ephraim, The Last Shot, Thrawn Ascendancy. I've got like 5 Legends books, and then there's another Empire one. Dude, I am in such a hole. So yeah, I got a lot of reading to do. But I can't wait to get through that because then it'll kind of. And I'm such a fan of Rebels. I really do need to read that book. I might read it next, but I definitely want to get the information to kind of learn like their early moments together, which would be really cool. So yeah, we may not. But next question for the both of you is: will Clone Force 99? You guys think they're gonna help Hera in the rise as a rebel, basically? Because even for them, I feel like their group of characters, they don't really know where their loyalties lie. They know it's obviously not with the Empire, but they're almost still kind of confused in a sense because they're soldiers. So what do you do now that the war is done? I think a lot of the show's been playing on that, and I think they're slowly starting to figure out whose side they're on. You know what I mean? But they're in terms of sides. I think obviously within the show we're seeing the rise of the Empire, but then we're also starting to see this rise of the Rebel Alliance. So in that, do you guys think that Clone Force 99? Do you think they'll assist Hera at some point? What do you think, Nico?
I'm gonna say no because that would clash with my Rex leading a clone army rebellion thing and then getting wiped out.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say no for that. I'm gonna
Yeah.
say Dave Filoni just likes to sprinkle these characters in.
Okay.
But I do want to
Yeah.
see some more like rebellion people.
Yeah. No, me too, for sure. Oh man, and just to touch on Rex, I think you talking about that, I can just visualize it, and then I wonder. I mean, maybe you guys know more than I do in that sense with Rex, but it would explain more of why he and was it Wolf and what was the other
Wolf and
clone?
Gregor.
Yeah. Like they
Gregor.
were in isolation on Silos. It would kind of explain, that where it's like, if they tried to make some type of group and connect other clones, but then they got wiped off and they're like, hey, you know what? I can't stand to see any more of my brothers die. We only got so much life to live. You know what? Let's just live a life in isolation. It would kind of make sense. I don't know if there's already been something played on that. Xanatos, I feel like you're on the tip of your fingertips. You're like, ooh, I'm ready to talk on this one.
I'm just thinking of something specific that's not really like, if they help Hera, then it's probably not going to be a big thing.
Yeah.
I actually, because of the way they keep structuring these cameos, I think it'd be interesting if Clone Force 99 at some point helped Ezra's parents.
Ooh. Interesting.
Trip to Lothal.
Huh. Yeah, because his parents, they die, right?
They
his parents.
they get imprisoned and then they die like off screen. Somebody else tells Ezra, "Oh yeah, they died in the escape." Sorry.
Wow. Okay. So it would be kind of interesting. Yeah, and again, Dave Filoni, I think one of you guys said this earlier, where it's like he likes to sprinkle in, those little things of Rebels. So something like that would be pretty interesting too. Mainly, but then again, I don't know how old would Ezra even be born at this point. I'm not even sure, right? I think he would be pretty. I don't know. Yeah, actually, yeah, he would, because him and Luke are the same age. That's right. So yeah, you're right. We absolutely could. That is a possibility. You definitely could see that. I forget that him and Luke are like the same age. So interesting. Yeah, I would love to see that. So yeah, I mean, that's all the main questions that I have for this episode. Now, for you guys, I always start off, our recaps kind of talking about like, hey, this is what I took away. These are other little things that I noticed. For you guys, what are other little details, maybe Easter eggs that were like, oh, I noticed this, that maybe, some folks may have missed? Anything you guys want to share in that sense?
Something that I did notice is like when they're all fighting, the good guys made sure to stun everybody. And it was a big contrast when they're stunning nonstop. Yeah. And then when the Admiral, I keep forgetting this guy's name. I just keep calling him Admiral Douchebag because that's how I remember it. Yeah. But he just straight up turns to Orn Frita and shoots him in the Leku with a regular blast.
Yeah.
I think there was one other clone trooper that did a regular blast, but everything else was stunning. Yeah. And everyone also was thinking that it killed him, but it only shot him in the Leku, and it was like arrest Cham for attempted murder.
Yeah.
Because I guess Orn Frita is in Lords of the Sith, another book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. People were like, oh, they're retconning Lords of the Sith. No, he's still alive. Unfortunately, the guy is scum, but he's still alive.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, and you're definitely right. Like, I noticed that too, where it was just meant. It was almost like one of those moments with, in The Mandalorian, when Moff Gideon purposely set up and orchestrated that moment for Din to get the Darksaber so Bo-Katan wouldn't. And, I'm using that as an example and paraphrasing, where it's like in this episode, you seeing like kind of that's what happened to kind of frame, Cham in a sense, which was interesting. What about you, Nico, man? What's some other stuff you took away from this episode?
So the reason I'm so interested in this clone that showed up is because I think this is the clone that Rex might have been referencing when he said clones unaffected by their chips during Order 66 are rare, but we had never actually seen that. I think that might have been placing, so I'm gonna keep my eye on this guy.
Yeah, he seems very he seems too detailed to not touch back on. You know what I mean? Like that specific clone. Maybe they could have just used him for that moment, but I agree with that, where it's like, he seems like there's some conflict, I guess, that you would say is within him, where it's like you can definitely see he's going to easily probably rebel against, the Empire at some point. And I'm curious to see how that goes for him. Or again, if it's leading into that thing that you were predicting, where it's like, it's possible that Rex could be building up his own alliance with clones, which I think would just be badass, but then also kind of sad at the same time, because like something tragic's going to happen based on, where we see him later in life, so we'll see what happens, man. Now at this point, what I want to do is, so everyone in the chat, what I'm going to do is, if you have questions for any of us, and if you have watched Star Wars The Bad Batch, I'm going to post the link right here in the chat. And if you guys want to hop in, you want to ask Xanatos questions, you want to ask Nico or myself, and this goes for folks who are on TikTok as well. If you have opened another browser, check me out on YouTube. We are live over there, and you can see my face, all of our faces. So yeah, click the link if you guys have specific questions, and we would love to talk about that. It could be about Bad Batch, it could be about Star Wars, cosplay, whatever. Specifically these two nuts I'm hanging out with, they're lightsaber people, Jedi people. I'm a Buckethead guy, So what somebody asked me, Nico? I forgot to tell you this. It was in one of my questions. Somebody was like, "Can you do the Obi-Wan spin like Nico?" I was like, "Wait, what?" I was like, but they wanted me to do it with like my armor and Darksaber, and I was like, "I don't think I can do that, man." So they must have been seeing some of your spinning videos, but I was like, yeah, I can't in my armor. Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. That's crazy. I don't even know how Nico moves his wrist like that. It's ridiculous. So, but actually, Nico did do a tutorial. I seen you did a video on that too.
I need to do more. I think my first YouTube video is going to be like tutorials, so I have a place where people can just always go and click it and not have to scroll.
Heck yeah, man. So people be watching you, man. I was like, yeah, I can't. I'm not doing that in my armor, but maybe one day. Love your vids. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're just talking about Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Right now, just hanging out with my friends from TikTok, and we do our weekly recaps. Usually, I go earlier in the day for this, like all of us, where we usually go live at 12 p.m. But this actually worked out perfect too for Nico because his schedule's changed a little bit. So happy to have you on, buddy. What's up? Hello. It looks like I missed some questions. What do you think of Captain Rex from the Clone Wars? What do I think of him? Yeah, I love Rex. We were actually just talking about him, and a lot of the predictions is, we think that Rex obviously is going to end up joining the Rebels eventually. We know that will happen, but also we kind of wonder if he'll like make his own group of clones to kind of rebel against the Empire, which would be really badass. But at the same time, I don't think it's going to go over well, with the Empire at this point, which would make sense for seeing his character later down the road. Erica says, I made chicken tacos. Nice. That sounds good. Hungry. I know, right? That sounds amazing. I had pepperoni sausage pizza, and I'm gonna have ice cream later. We're celebrating, guys. So I'll tell you this much: Friday nights, we tend to, it's like pizza and ice cream nights for us. Like we have that on our calendar. We're that nerdy and goofy. So Fridays are pizza and ice cream nights. But we're celebrating big, man. Because like, dude, we're about to close on our house. Like we got the house we really wanted, and I'm really stoked, man. It's really cool. So, but boys and girls, it's about to be crazy. Like everything you see back here is like it's gonna be going down like in a matter of days, man. So everything's getting packed up. I'm just gonna be doing my live streams like with an empty wall because everything's gonna be packed up. But eventually, it's gonna be really cool to show you guys the setup the way I really want to do it, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be awesome. So yeah, that's what's new in my life. Oh yeah, we got stuff in the chat that I missed. Do you guys like or dislike Rey Skywalker? Blue YouTuber asked this. I love Rey Skywalker. I think she's great. And I'll let you guys answer this too, but I'm going to answer it first. I think, actually, you know what? No. Nico, put those headphones back on. Put those headphones back on. Your name is Skywalker. You go. Oh, okay. There we go. He was like, "Let me show y'all the drip. Let me show y'all the drip. Let me show you how much I love Rey Skywalker."
Right over here.
I stand down, man. I stand down. Nico, you got the last name. Why don't you take this question?
She's challenging me.
Let's go.
You got those too, man.
I do indeed have the final battle with Palpatine and Rey up here.
Ooh. Did you get that from GameStop?
Yes, I pre-ordered them.
Dang. Yeah, I gotta get one. I want to get the one where she has the gold saber, the Funko Pop. That's on my list. I never can find them though. I probably
both just sitting in Target. Like last time I went to Target, they were just sitting there, and I was like, "Why did I pre-order these? I could have just came here."
Dang. Yeah, Nico. Yeah. What do you think about Rey? You like Rey Skywalker?
Yeah. I love Rey. Rey is, man, of course. Rey is an amazing Skywalker, and
yeah, she is.
Still not as good of a pilot as Hera. I was gonna say she's an amazing pilot, but still not
Hera's a beast. Yeah, Hera is a beast. Whole nother beast, for sure. What about you, Xanatos? What do you think about Rey Skywalker?
Well, Hera in canon is the best pilot, but as far as Rey Skywalker, I mean, it's canon that she's a Skywalker.
Yep.
This is coming from a Legends and Expanded Universe fan. She's great. There's nothing wrong with her character.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I feel like a lot of times with like female characters in a lot of fandoms, it's like you can have this really badass guy character, right? And everyone's like, "Oh man, they're awesome. They kick butt." And then you have a girl character that can do all those same things, and it's like, well, she didn't have enough training, or she didn't have this or that, and it's like, why does that matter? Like, if it was, you know what I mean? I think there's a little bit of the you start to see the flaws within the fandom of certain people and their perceptions of characters, where it's like, you definitely see like the sexism that plays into that, where it's like, the female characters, they don't need that validation of, oh, they have to have this amount of training or this and that. And then the male characters are like very similar in that sense. But, there's no questioning, that side of it. And I feel like I've seen other characters, specifically like recently, like Fennec Shan. I've seen some comments, talking about her, Rey Skywalker all the time. Anytime you say anything about Rey or Rey Skywalker in the comment section, I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It is a circus. It is a bonkers circus. Like months ago, Nico, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like in my comment section, anytime we had anything about like, Rey Skywalker, it was just bonkers in the comments, man. But
just the only training we see from Luke in episode 4, like everyone's like, well, Rey doesn't have any training, she can't fly. Why haven't we seen this? The only thing that we see Luke as far as training is him saying, "I'm the best pilot." Yeah. And then he takes a toy T-16 Skyhopper, goes just flies it around, and then the end of the movie he blows up the Death Star.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And then no question. We realized he was whiny farm boy at the time, but people don't question it. They don't question it. But I like Rey, and I'll say this about the not prequels. Sorry, I'll say this about the sequels, because I think they will be what the prequels once were before, where people absolutely detested them and hated them so much. You guys remember this, right? Mm-hmm. And then now you guys know there are a lot of people that have become more tolerant of them, where they're like, that wasn't that bad. I actually did enjoy the prequels. I love the prequels. They're gold. I think Star Wars has this thing where it's like wine, man. Give it a few years, and then years later, you're going to have people like, oh man, the sequels, they were actually pretty good. I like that Kylo Ren guy. I like Rey Skywalker, and we're going to be like, yeah, right. We were here the whole time. We remember what you guys were saying. Come on. So you just notice like things repeat in Star Wars, in the fandom at least. You see things kind of have this funny cycle, which I think is hilarious. Let's see. I missed other questions. Someone says, I've read that book. Oh, you must be talking about the Hera and Kanan one. What else did I miss? When you giving the helmets? Nicole Evans asks. So I changed my mind on doing the helmets only because things have picked up quite a bit where we're actually going to be moving into our house soon. But I do have t-shirts that are made. I don't know if you guys can see that well. So these are my official t-shirts. So it says on the bounty list, also written in Mandoa. And then on the back, it says, DadaLorian. So I'll show that here on TikTok as well. T-shirts are made. Pretty cool. And it's got my name on the back. So when you see this design, it's brand specific, to the stuff that I do. And once we hit 10K subscribers on YouTube, I'm giving out a few of those for free. So a few of you guys will end up getting some of those. And we will have more of them. So like if you want to buy one, we'll have our Etsy store up eventually too, where you'll have different sizes and anyone can buy them there as well. So yeah, they're really fun, man. And we make all of this stuff. So you'll know it's officially coming from me, not some outside vendor or anything like that. So it's really cool. So yeah, those are coming, t-shirts, and you guys will get stickers. I already got my eyes on a few people who will potentially be getting some for sure.
Stickers.
So, yeah, man. I got some DadaLorian stickers as well. That will come with the t-shirt and maybe something else inside of it. So I'm gonna hook y'all up, man. Let's see. Okay, I think I answered most of the questions. I finally freaking made it to a stream. Oh yeah, 501st Legion. What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. Let's see. And I'm going to post this link one more time. So again, if anyone missed it earlier, I just posted it now. So again, folks from TikTok, everyone on YouTube in the chat, if you do have specific questions that you want to ask, any of us pertaining to Star Wars or this recent episode of The Bad Batch, or if you just have questions for any of us in general, you're more than welcome to pop on. If you want to talk face to face, we'll put you in the live, give you a nice little window where you can chat with us and hang out. So yeah, that is posted in the chat. Again, folks on TikTok, if you have another browser open, pop it open and join us. Someone says, look to the right. Why? What? Why do I need to look to the right? Face reveal? No, I did troll you guys a little bit earlier. I did a video where I was trolling. Yeah, it was good, man. I had a good time with that. I always like doing that, just a little bit. Erica says, gotta go. Well, you go enjoy your tacos, my friend. Thanks for hanging out with us. I can't believe the Bad Batch had their own cameo. What are you talking about? Oh, in the show? It's their show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they had a cameo today. Today
They
was
had
a cameo.
in their own show. Yeah, but honestly, when we seen Harrison Dooley, it was like, oh man, it ain't about the Bad Batch anymore. It was all about them. But it was still, it is funny thinking like, oh yeah, these characters had a cameo in their own show. But it's just so cool when you see other characters that you haven't seen in a while. Kind of have their moment on the screen and just in an earlier time, specifically with Harrison Dooley, I thought was really cool. There was something else I was thinking of with her. I don't know why I can't think of it anymore. But anyway, I got to read this book, man. Xanatos, can you tell me too, what else can I expect without spoiling anything? What else can I expect, or anyone who is thinking of reading this? What are some things we can expect going into this?
I really should reread it. I don't remember a ton of it, but you get to see where Kanan was before meeting Hera, like what he was doing to hide from the Empire.
Okay. And is it more catered to more Kanan side of things, or do you get a little bit of both?
I think you get a bit of both.
Okay.
Like
that's what the cover kind of seems like. Yeah.
You get like mixed perspectives a lot.
Okay. Let's see. I had pizza and ice cream in Golden Corral. What? All of that in one night?
Yeah.
My God.
It's a big buffet place.
Right. It felt like a mix between Rebels and Clone Wars. It literally was, if you think about it, like Rebels characters in Clone Wars animation, dude. I even mentioned that earlier where, again, we've got to see that in multiple times. Like first in Clone Wars, I would have to say first and foremost, where you had some of those characters who eventually transferred over into like Rebels animation, specifically like with, you have Rex, and then you had Ahsoka. We even had Yoda and Anakin. You guys remember them? Yeah, they have their Rebels animation. We don't talk about them though. We don't even make that canon, do we? I mean, honestly, the Yoda animation didn't bother me as much as Anakin. I thought Anakin's was just I didn't like it in Rebels. I was like, what is this? This is not Anakin. What is this? I didn't like it. But yeah, I don't know why. Yeah, Yoda didn't bother me as much. I feel like I could tolerate him. Oh, and then we did see Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan was another character, from Clone Wars animation that
was a better
transferred.
Yeah, I like the Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan was Maul as well. Who else transferred over from Clone Wars?
Lando.
Yeah.
Wait, was
Lando in Clone Wars?
I don't think he was in Clone Wars, but he was in Rebels.
Oh no, you're thinking of the other black dude. Saul Guerrera. Yeah.
Saul Guerrera has been in like everything, man.
This brother's hairstyle changes in every project.
Oh my God.
I'm like,
I didn't even recognize him in Rebels at first.
Yeah. I barely recognized him in Bad Batch. I was like, man,
I meant Bad Batch.
Yeah. He has changed so much in like every adaptation. So yeah, he transferred over to from Clone Wars and then into. Wait, was he in Clone Wars? No, he wasn't. He wasn't in Clone Wars, was he? No, he was in Rebels. He was in Rebels.
Young Saul.
Rebels.
Very young Saul was when they were helping train, and then his sister died.
Oh yeah. So he was in Clone Wars a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. And then we see him in Rebels.
It made me think too. There was like before Rogue One came out, there was all this promotional stuff, and they had Saw Gerrera with hair, but he had like crazy hair.
Yeah.
But then you see in the movie that never happened.
Yeah.
So I think one of the iterations they made him have crazy hair just to like fit that into it.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I enjoy both, man. Clone Wars and Rebels. I feel like I want to rewatch some of Rebels again. I feel like there's some more so for Clone Wars. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but there's so many episodes of Clone Wars where I'm like, I know there's been times in the past where like I just like kind of fell asleep like watching just a couple of them. Certain story arcs. There are certain story arcs, that were more sleep driven for me. So I definitely want to go back and watch some of those. But then there were other seasons like, when Maul first came in, I wasn't sleeping. I was wide awake for every episode. Even there was a arc where it focused on the Hutts. Do you guys remember that? I was really into that as well. I thought that was really cool. And then obviously, when Ahsoka, left the Jedi Order, that was crazy. But I mean, the show ended at that time back in the day, so that was pretty crazy. And it's pretty bonkers. It really is bonkers when you think about like how many years later that it was that we got season 7. Like as Star Wars fans, we didn't know. We had no idea like if it was ever going to get picked up again. And it's just funny. Like I'm just now talking about it, but I'm like, yeah, that is pretty crazy to think like how many years it was. We didn't know that if they were ever going to finish, picking up where they left off. So it is a cool gift that we were able to actually get that conclusion. And let me see. Do I miss any other questions? Yeah, I did. Something seemed off about that tail commander. I can't remember what his name is. Are you talking about the clone? He's talking about the clone.
Oh, yeah. I think so.
Yeah. I think we were talking about him earlier too. Just, not off in a bad way, but just more so that, he definitely seems to have a soft spot.
I got my eye on him.
Yeah. I think we're definitely going to see him again soon. Baby Yoda solos Goku. What are you talking about? As much as I love Grogu, I don't think he stands a chance against Goku. I think that's a wrap, man. Goku is.
I think we all can accept that one.
Yeah, man.
One of the funniest scenes I think I've seen in DBZ is when someone tried to punch Goku in the nose, and his nose didn't even move, and the guy's hand broke or something. It was really funny. It's like he's so strong, he didn't even react to a punch to the face.
Yeah, Goku is crazy, man. By the way, now we're getting rando with Mando because sometimes I like to do that. I don't know if there's any news on the next adaptation for like Dragon Ball Super or episodes. We have the movie, which I feel like was definitely build up for like, bringing Broly into the series, which I think that's something we never seen. So I think that would be really interesting to have another prominent and bigger Saiyan kind of join in, in the midst of Vegeta and Goku. I think that would be, to see in the series. I think that would be really cool, and I hope that that's something that they play on.
That's what I was saying. 501st Legion.
Man, I'm hoping they do it. What did he say?
That's what I've been saying. 501st Legion.
Yeah. I don't think it's chip activated either.
Oh, that clone?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But we'll see what happens.
I just can't think of a time when they'd mention something that would make it trigger, but I'm like, either it's going to trigger at some point, or it's going to be one of those times where, like, yeah, it didn't affect him at all somehow.
Yeah. Yep. So, but I don't think we're done with that guy. I don't think we're done with that clone. I feel like we're definitely going to see more of him. I think we're definitely going to see, obviously, more of Hera. Just the way the episode ended, it didn't feel like, it just seemed too abrupt. Like, it would be too weird to just like, oh, here's that character. We're going to let it end like that. No, let's go back to the Bad Batch. I'm like, no, wait. You know what I mean? It
seems like we're getting a part 2.
Right. Yeah, it would feel too weird. Like, I use a lot of weird analogies, but one of the things I hated about Spider-Man 3, the Sam Raimi movie, was the ending. I always liked the musical score. I always like to see him swing off because that's what they did in the Sam Raimi movies. And in that third movie, it was just like, nope, that's it. I was like, wait, what? He's just dead. You know what I mean? To have such a weird, abrupt ending compared to how it classically usually ends and how the movie flows. It was just so weird and abrupt to me. So I use that crazy analogy in this sense where it's like it just wouldn't make sense to just drop Harrison Dula and Chopper and some of these other characters in and then be like, all right, now we're gonna go back to the Bad Batch. It would just feel too weird. I'd be like, no, you have to elaborate, please. So anyway, you guys can see there was a little PTSD thinking about Spider-Man 3. There are man, I could go on talking about that, but anyway, that's my thoughts. It's the guy from Fortnite. Yeah, man. Yeah, it is.
Technically, that's Loki now.
Right?
Very
Dude.
true.
What do you think of Captain Rex? Clone Wars already asked that. Do you see a voice changer for the Mando voice? Do I use one? No, I don't actually. I don't use a voice changer. It's just my own regular voice. But there on TikTok, you can use like different voice enhancers, to like, add, flavor to your voice. But it is just my own impersonation, and I do that, and it gives you guys what you hear in the videos. So yeah, there you go. And I also did a video on YouTube talking about how I do the Mando voice. Somebody that I know, they were like, yeah, I seen that video, dude, and it was like freaking hilarious. They're like, who says like how they do an impersonation? They're like butt naked with a Mando helmet on by a fireplace, drinking scotch. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, man, that's what I do. You wanted to know how I do the Mando voice? There you go. So go check out that full video.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the clone in Bad Batch. I don't think his chip activated. Oh yeah. Deadpool Magic Videos. What's up, man? Did you see the TikTok I did with you? No, I haven't been on TikTok like all day except for now. Like I'm live on there right now, but I was like filming something earlier today. So yeah, that took up most of my time. How many Lego guys do you have, DadaLorian? Not very many. I have so I don't know why this is sitting on my desk, but anyway, this is here.
Hey, I have a Knights of Ren just sitting on my desk.
Right? What the heck? We all have this little Star Wars Lego people on our desk. What's going on? We're too much alike, man. But I have that Mandalorian set, and then I have like the mini Kylo Ren that comes in like his ship, and I have like a mini X-wing that's Lego, but that's it. I feel like here's my thing: either I have to get something very specific, or if I get one thing of Star Wars that's Lego, I need to get others because I feel like I don't want it to be out of place in my collection. You want to like have a section for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's how I am.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah. It's like if you get one, then you got to have something else to kind of like piece it together. What about you, Xanatos? Do you have any Lego stuff for Star Wars?
Buying them.
I don't have Legos. I probably would, but like I have no space in here.
Yeah.
Like I have all my Star Wars stuff. I rebought like a bunch of stuff that I had before, but it's all crammed up here.
Oh, okay.
And I have a bunch of like boxes of Marvel figures in my closet way back there, and some other stuff stored. Like I have a bunch of figures I can't display because there is space in here, but not for shelving or anything. It's just where I film back there, I have to shimmy sideways to get past the table I put there.
Oh, really?
I can't wait to move.
Yeah. You said you have Marvel figures. Is it Legends?
A few of them, yeah.
Okay. Man, I tell you this much. There's an old friend of mine. He actually lives like right across the street from where we're at right now. But his literally, like when you walk into his house, I kid you guys not, like pretty much 50% of his house it has shelving and it's all covered in Marvel Legends figurines. Like, and his family is okay with this. Like it's like you walk into his house, it's a freaking museum. It's crazy. And I looked at my wife, I was like, babe. She's like, nope, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. It's like, damn. That could be me. That could be us with Star Wars stuff, but you over here tripping, But
there's my newest Lego set. We have a Kylo Ren shuttle.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, dude. How long did it take you to build?
Like 2 hours. Ooh.
Is that the Wait, what blaster is that?
Han Solo's blaster. I love this thing.
This is my Mando blaster. You guys see this all the time. Nothing new. But I did have to paint it and all that jazz. It was 3D printed. Oh yeah, Xanatos!
Cool.
Duh. That just ding ding ding. That just hit my brain because you were just talking about a new cosplay you're working on. Yeah. That's right, and that's part of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Have you done the reveal yet?
I've done a couple of duets with it. I was doing it just to get like feedback, and people seem to like it. So okay, I'll keep doing it.
Hell yeah.
But like, since I don't have room here, all of my cosplays are like my top half.
Okay.
I don't have anything for the bottom half because it's Florida. It's hot as hell, and I don't want to get pants or anything to wear for that.
I feel you, man. Oh, you're in Florida? Oh, so not only is it hot, but it's humid as hell.
I hate it so much here.
Dang. The funny story, when I visited Florida once, and it was like 10 o'clock at night, and I remember vividly, man, it was like 75 degrees out, and I was like, what the hell is this place? Like, it is 10 o'clock at night. Why is it this hot? It made no sense. And there was like an alligator on the sidewalk too. I was like, this is weird, man. What is going on? So yeah,
This
Where
is
did
my
Xanatos
favorite
go?
weapon.
what is that?
Xanatos.
Is that the dark saber?
It's a lightsaber.
He's like, it's a
It's
lightsaber, fool.
Yeah,
What?
it's my own hilt.
Oh, your own custom one?
We're dubbing this the Nico hilt.
Dang, that's tight, dude. Heck yeah. You know, there is a hilt I would like to do. I'm going to show you guys. Hold on. I just want to show you guys the idea. Because someone asked me, they're like, any other future cosplays that I want to do besides Mandalorian stuff? And there's an idea for one. So let me show you White Ranger Saba. So I have the Saba sword. So let me show you guys an image. Yeah, there you go. You guys can see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I want to do. You see, you know, the from Power Rangers, White Ranger, he has the sword, the Saba sword. So what I want to do is a mix of the White Ranger, okay, keep this image in mind, with drum roll, please. Jedi what is it? Oh yeah. There it is. So the White Ranger mixed with this. You know what I mean? I feel like you guys can see, like, color scheme wise and even design wise, there's a little bit of those similarities. Because, like, I already have some of the White Ranger stuff. But then I was like, if I'm going to do, like, a mashup, I think that. But imagine the hilt, though. Imagine the hilt, like, with the Saba sword, but it's a lightsaber. Dude.
Yeah.
Imagine going to conventions. People would be like, oh, my God, that's badass. You know what I mean? So that's my future idea. It's going to take some time, though, because to get a custom hilt, like with the Saba stuff, yeah, man, it's yeah. But that's what I want to do. That's my plan. So we'll see what happens. So that's one future thing that I want to work on besides Mandalorian stuff. And then I want to do another scan eventually for my Mandalorian armor. I got to finish up. My buddy messaged me earlier. I got to send it to him. Star Wars guy. Oh, Loki's announced. Hey, we got a variant. We got a variant. TVA. TVA. I found him. It's the Black Loki. There was a Black Loki too. Y'all remember him? He had his hammer and stuff. TVA. Oh man, all you need is an alligator and a couple other people with you, man, and you're all set. I love that, dude. That's awesome. Is this new cosplay for you?
Maybe.
Nice.
We have been prepared.
I gotta finish this up for my boy Star Wars guide, but I messed up on it. I don't know if you guys can like see that well, but like there's a couple little dip marks. It's not that bad. I could probably just do a little sanding and repaint, but it's just the white, man. I think it's just I gotta get some protector for the plastic dip because it just gets so sticky when it's really hot. So I got to finish that up for him. I know he's probably been wondering, like, what the hell is going on, man? And I haven't messaged him in a while, but been busy with house stuff and getting ready to move. So Star Wars guide, I don't know if you're even watching, man, but yeah, I got to hit him up one of these days here soon. I tagged you in TikTok again. What? Oh, you tagged me? My favorite weapon is the DC-15. What is that? DC-15? Is that like a Star Wars blaster?
It's a blaster of some. I'm not picturing it, but I think it's a blaster.
Here, I'll share this.
We're gonna say. I'm just gonna say Han Solo. So let's go.
I'm gonna look it up. I want to know. I
I was close.
It must be it is a blaster.
Like
oh, it's this. I don't even know which. Oh, maybe it's one of these. Oh, it must be like this. Okay. So it looks like something one of the clone troopers used. That's exactly what it is. Cool. That's a strange favorite weapon of the clone troopers. To each their own, though. To each their own. Did I miss other questions in TikTok? Oh, someone says face reveal. No. Not until we reach 500K, man. It's gonna be a while. Show the face, and I'll share it to 10 people. Actually, I am showing my face on YouTube, so there you go. You can come join us over there, man. Yeah. Other than that, guys, did you guys have any other thoughts before we end today? Oh, by the way, yeah, where can people find you? Duh.
I was just gonna say follow Xanatos.
Actually, hold on. You know what? No, hold on. I'm gonna do this right now because I can share you guys' TikTok in the chat. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna type that in.
You are the 501st Legion. Okay.
I just hit over 600 followers today, so I'm like the baby of the group.
Hey, man, that's doesn't matter, man. You're growing. That's all that matters, man.
Yes.
Me and Nico, we were just talking about this, man. You remember, like, it's so funny to see like how far things have, come on like all of our pages, man. It's pretty bizarre. It really is.
I just
okay,
thought
I gotta go
about this
on
the other day.
No, I'm just gonna share my
shout out you gave me in February. I had like 800 followers.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dang. What is Siri doing? I didn't ask for anything. Stop that. Does Siri just like randomly pop up sometimes on you guys' phones or computers?
Google does that to me sometimes.
Yeah.
Stop it. Okay, there we go. TikTok. There we go. Boom. Let me type in my boy Xanatos.
Look at all those notifications, man.
I know, man. I know. 11:38. There you are. I just want to pop your link, man, in the chat so people can go and follow you as well. Copy. All right, guys. So I'm gonna post this in the chat. Go follow my boy Xanatos. If you guys are on the TikTok, I just posted his link there, and I got his page up here on the screen. So be sure to go and follow my boy Xanatos. I appreciate you guys always coming through, man. On Fridays, and you're so flexible today too. So I really appreciate that, man. Nico, where's my boy Nico Skywalker? I feel like I always have to say your name like that, Nico Skywalker. And I'm gonna copy his and post it in the chat as well. You guys can see it up here on the screen too. So those who are here in the YouTube chat and you're on TikTok, be sure to follow my friends and join us. They do a lot of fun stuff over there too. Both Xanatos and Nico, they do a lot of like skit stuff. Both do lore stuff, lightsaber stuff. So if you're a Star Wars fan of just nerdy stuff in general, go and follow them and check them out. You have a good time.
Click my last video for the vibe of my channel.
Nico, I'm seeing you dancing. I'm so distracted by this.
Yeah, I feel like we need to see this. Oh, he's got the Loki gear and that cap shield, man. Yeah, following Nico, man, you're gonna have a good time, man. Have a good time. So definitely go and follow these gentlemen. They are great. Other than that, guys, I think that's pretty much it. Someone says, "This is the way. I am coming to YouTube." Oh, nice. Who is this? Star Wars fan Bryson. Nice. Be sure to subscribe. Oh yeah. So before I end, I wanted to talk about my goals, and then also I shared you guys' profiles. But if you wanted to talk about like goals and stuff that you had, or anything you wanted to tell like followers, feel free right after. So you guys already know, like next face reveal, I like to do it in milestones. I would love to take suggestions though from you guys, because I'm thinking like I already know number wise it's gonna be a 500K, so it'll be a while before I show my face on TikTok. But I was like, when I do it, what should I do? Like I want to do something cool, something different, something big. So if you guys have thoughts or suggestions, let me know. Like what would you think would be really cool to do for like a face reveal at 500K? Like I want to do something different. So I'm thinking about it. So, and then next, we want to get to 10K on YouTube. That is my next big milestone. So I definitely need everyone's help on TikTok. If you follow me here, definitely, please, I would greatly appreciate your support on YouTube as well. I do a lot of content. You know, me and my friends, we do live streams every week. You know, I live stream every day of the week except for Saturday and Sunday. I tend to give myself a bit of a rest. But yeah, every day of the week you'll get streams, you'll get videos and other Mando Star Wars stuff on YouTube. So there is an incentive to go over there because you'll see a lot of friends and familiar faces from TikTok that are joining on YouTube and plus other content. So definitely help your boy out and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Other than that, Xanatos, do you have anything you want to say to followers, man? Like any goals that you might have for your pages?
My main goal really is to get to 1,000 so I can start going live and like dual live with other people I've met on here. And just
hell yeah.
Like when I started it, I wanted to do like a streaming thing on Twitch, but that kind of turned into a Star Wars account. Now I just want to build a nice Star Wars community, even like nerds, Marvel, whatever. I'm not picky.
Yep.
But I just happen to know a lot more about Star Wars than anything else.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
just the people I've met so far have been awesome. So I kind of want to continue that trend of like meeting these nice, new, awesome people.
Yeah, absolutely. My boy Xanatos, his goal, TikTok people, Xanatos 1138. His goal, we want to get him to 1,000 followers on TikTok. That's easy. We can do that, y'all. So be sure to go and support my friends and go and follow him as well. I posted his link in the chat here on YouTube, him and Nico. So you can follow both of them there and check them out on TikTok. Nico, what about you, man? Any goals or things you want to say to your followers as well? And anyone here in the chat?
Oh man. Yes. I still have lightsaber giveaway at 10K in my bio.
Oh yeah.
That is going to happen. Just it's been a rush. These Funko Pop giveaways. And those are going
Oh yeah.
out this weekend. So soon there's gonna be a giveaway. But my next goal is 20,000, which is insane. Never thought I'd get anywhere close to here.
You're like almost there.
You're gonna get that.
I'm almost at 17K, which is insane because at the start of this month I checked and I was at 9,000 followers. So
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. My boy Nico, his goal is to get to 20K. He's almost there. So I mean, yeah, a lot of you guys who follow me here, you guys know of both of these guys. But if you're new to my page, definitely go and check out my friend Nico as well and follow his page. You will have a good time. And other than that, guys, I mean, that's pretty much it. We all enjoyed this episode of The Bad Batch. So much to think about. And I feel like, yeah, the anticipation and like the hype is definitely, it just progresses in every episode. That's one thing I want to bring it back to, you know, with Bad Batch. Is like every episode is just, you feel like there's this progression. And, it's definitely leading towards something bigger, and I can't wait to see exactly what that is as we continue to watch and recap on every Friday. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this recap. I appreciate you, all the follows, all the love, those who are on TikTok, and if you've come over to YouTube, thanks for coming over and checking us out. Be sure to subscribe, and we will see you Monday. By the way, Monday is Mando Monday, so I will have some Mando faces on Monday. So I have some Mandalorian cosplayers. So every Monday we'll be doing that. So that'll be playing on Mando Monday. So you don't want to miss that on YouTube.
You need to get a helmet.
Yeah, bro. I'm saying, join us. This is the way. I will see you guys Monday. I'm gonna go ahead and end on here on TikTok. This is the way. Bye, guys. And I'm going to end here on the YouTube. My friends, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And to my boy, Nico and Xanatos, thank you guys so much for being flexible. I know this was a bit of a later stretch, but I just appreciate you guys being here, man. It's always fun just kicking it with you. So,
it's always
Eric is back.
It's always a blast being here.
I enjoy being here.
I enjoy having you guys here.
I needed to be here, especially after this episode. I was like, I'm not missing this episode, no matter
Bro,
what.
I'm saying. Well, you guys have been great. Everyone have a great night, and we'll see you for the following week. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Take it easy.